Welcome back to episode 3 of season 2 of Ndeipi MuDiaspora. Hi, ladies.
We're live.
Hi. And today we have a wonderful guest host. She's my friend. I got friends like that. Her name is Tondi. She's sitting right next to me. She's a wonderful lady. She's a mom. She's a realtor. She's a fashion lady. Yes. You want to know anything fashion, what's happening in Dallas, boutiques. She owned her own boutique for several years, and she's just, you want to know fashion, this is the lady to talk to. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you, Sneaky.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you being here.
I'm honored to be here with you guys today. I'm so excited.
Yes. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, like as Sneaky said, I am a mom of 2 girls. Busy, cheer mom. So, and fashion is my first love. So I've been doing this for about 10 years. I did own my own boutique at one point in life, and life happens with kids. So now I'm in the real estate world. Trying to find their dream home. So
yes. I need a home.
You are.
I need a home.
It's dreamhomesbytondi.com. If you are looking at any properties in the DFW area, I'm here to help. So
awesome.
Yeah, that's what I am. But I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me today.
I've already hired Tondi in advance.
Yes.
For when it's time to find my home.
I know.
That's who I'm calling.
And I know where we're looking, so trust me, we'll be going out there.
So my question of the day is fashion. How does that influence today's society?
Is today's society or like us personally?
Okay, you guys personally.
Okay. Because for me personally, I feel like I like the trends. I follow the trends, whatever's trendy in the moment. Fall fashion. We love fall fashion because we lived in boots for 6 months or so in Indiana. But I definitely feel like I go for comfort. Even though I love the trends and whatnot, but I go for comfort and accessibility. Whatever works for me, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. That's me too. Comfort. I need to be running around with these toddlers. Okay, so anything that I can slap on, whether it's like the that trend that they have with the fanny packs.
Yeah, those are. You do that?
Yeah.
I don't have one of those.
I have one.
Is it really convenient?
It's convenient. I have the kids' snacks in there. I have everything that they need in there. So yeah.
Good Lord.
Comfort.
Well, anything fashion for me, it has to be trending. I mean, anything that's gonna make me trending is what's out for me.
Okay, girl.
It has to be dramatic. That's what I say.
For me, I need help. But I do, and I ask for help from people, and I'm not afraid to ask for help because not everybody, is good in fashion like that. Yeah. So for me, anything that makes me look cute, respectable. I'm a mom, so I have to watch how I dress in front of my daughter. That I go for that.
Yes, we got you.
Thank you. So hang tight. We're going to be back shortly. We have an amazing guest coming on, and we'll introduce her in a little bit. So today, ladies, we have a sponsor for our drinks. This wine is a Shiraz without the Z, okay? And it's being sponsored by Ndeipi MuDiaspora, and she's sponsoring for the whole season. And these are homemade baked meat pies that she made for us. Wow. And these are coming for the whole season. This is amazing. This is like one of our first sponsors.
Yeah.
So, thank you to you. Keep doing what you're doing, and may God bless you, because this is amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we really appreciate her.
And the name of the wine?
Yes.
It's Got Snatched.
She got snatched.
And if you guys want to know more about Tendai, she has an awesome story. You can actually follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram is 10, so the number 10 _ die, DYE _ speaks. Tendai speaks. Thanks, Tendai.
Thanks, Tendai.
Please welcome to our show, Leah Frazier. She is an attorney turned fashion guru and an award-winning fashionpreneur who has partnered with brands such as Neiman Marcus, brands such as Shoe Dazzle, and as Vogue. She's also the author of The Success Factor. Please welcome to our show, Miss Leah Frazier.
Hey, Leah.
Hey, ladies. Welcome.
We're so happy to have you on our show. Thank you for coming. I wanted to ask, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And what you do?
The part that I'm a little crazy.
Crazy is good.
A little crazy. But yes, like she said, I was an attorney, and we call it a recovering attorney because we no longer practice anymore. So there's a group of girlfriends that I have that no longer practice. But I left that to pursue my dream in fashion. So I do a lot of styling, wardrobe styling, fashion blogging, journalism, so I do a lot of reporting and interviewing with designers, and then I started Think 3 Media 2 years ago, and what we do is a lot of public relations and event marketing for those in the fashion industry and now beyond.
Awesome. Amazing.
So it's very, very busy. I've been in the industry 10 years, and I did it side by side as an attorney for 7, so I've only been full-time for 3 years, but it's been a fun ride. I'm ready for more. So.
Great.
That's awesome. So as a former attorney who's ventured off to kind of pursue your dreams, what advice do you have for other women who might be in similar shoes, kind of like in the corporate world, trying to think, well, let me dive in and really follow my dream, pursue my dream. What advice do you have for them?
Well, first off, don't be afraid of whatever it is. So sometimes we have dreams that aren't necessarily in alignment with what we were trained in or what we were educated in.
That's true.
But sometimes I find that makes for the most extraordinary blessings and experiences. So don't be afraid of that. Just go for it, because if you don't, you'll live day after day after day with these what ifs, and who wants to live life that way? So go get any training you need, get some mentors, and then once you build all of that up, don't take the leap unless you know there's some planning in place. But you know, people thought I was nuts for the longest, because who goes from attorney to fashion? But who knows what your God-given destiny is? So just go for it. At the end of the day, they're all going to be on the bandwagon and try to get on the train after it's left the station. Mine was all the way like across the globe. They're like, oh man, she's really talented at this. Now we're going to hop on the fashion train. I'm like, okay, I'm on board.
I'm glad that you shared that, because I think for me, I've kind of done something similar, like leaving the corporate world and going, venturing out into the world of entrepreneurship. So what's one thing that you think you've learned that maybe you've leveraged your attorney background in the fashion world? What do you think you've learned?
That's kind of hard, but in the entrepreneurship realm, there's a lot of contracts and negotiations, and particularly when you're looking for partnerships, or those, you don't want to travel the road alone. So what I do in public relations is a lot of meetings and finding the best deal for the bargain. So I take my negotiation skills into that to get those partnerships where I'm like, I'm not the most techiest person, so how can I help you in your business, and then you help me, and then let's come up with an agreement.
Like that.
Right, so where both of us win, and I'm not winning, and you're left over there just kind of like,
That's okay. Not a lot of people are like that. So
right,
really amazing.
give me, and I'm totally not like that.
That's good.
So.
Well, you're building this book, you know, and it's very inspirational to a lot of us.
Yes.
Just want to tell us a little bit about your book, and you know, where we can find you, how we can purchase the book.
Well, of course.
Inspire us.
So the book, The Success Factor, features stories of many women across the U.S. that failed a million times before they achieved success. And so the visionary author is an almost 11-time best-selling author here in Dallas, Texas. And she asked me to be a part of the book, and I said no so many times. Like, I don't have time for this. I'm busy. I'm busy. And she's like, I'm not moving forward in this book. Yeah, I'm too busy.
Booked and busy.
Yeah. I'll read books, but I don't want to read one. And so finally, she said, we're not moving forward because God said that you're supposed to be in this book. And so her vision was, I don't want to talk about all the fun stuff. Let's talk about the stuff people don't hear about.
The hard stuff.
The hard stuff, right? When you had to figure out how to get to point A to point Z when you went after your dream. Let's not make it like it's all roses and unicorns, because it's not. There's hard days.
That's right.
And so that's what we talk about in the book. Like, here's how I failed. And then at the end of each chapter, each author says, here's some action items that you can do, so that we're not going to say you're not going to fail, but here's what we learned from that, so you can be successful.
And I really like that part about your book. Like, you talk about your struggles, and then the next thing is, how are you going to achieve those struggles? How are you going to overcome those struggles? And that's what I mean, as a mom of 2 girls, I mean, like, I want my girls to dream big. I want them to go to the next level. And being able to read things that other women have gone through, especially me, you've been in the corporate world, an attorney. Like, one of my daughters wants to be a lawyer. And but then at the same time, you know, it's those struggles that comes in life and how to come back with it. So, I mean, like, we thank you so much for coming on to our show and sharing about your story. And if you can just let everybody know, like, your social media platforms that we can follow you, or how we can purchase your book.
Stalk you.
Go follow there.
I don't mind. But you can always reach out to me on leahfrazier.com, and there is a tab that's called The Success Factor. So if you click on it and you're not sure, there is a way for you to download just a little snippet of the book. And then if you like it, then you can go ahead and purchase it for $25. And every book that comes through the site, every purchase comes to me directly, so I sign every single book. So everybody gets a signed copy. And then on social media, I'm at the Leah Frazier, so THE Leah Frazier, and I respond more to direct messages probably than I do email. So reach out.
Awesome.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Leah. And my last question for you, I am a fashionista.
I can tell. I'm going to snatch this off of you.
Yes, catch me after this show. We will make an arrangement, sign a contract or something.
Exactly.
But as a fashionista, you're in the industry. I mean, I used to own a boutique at some point, and fashion is my love, my first love. What are one of the struggles that you see? I mean, like, you are out there. I mean, do you have any struggles? I mean, what would you give advice to a young, up-and-coming fashion ambassador?
I would say that probably the main struggle that I see is that there's not a lot of people that look like me. And so in an industry that is a little bit oversaturated, and then fashion kind of overlaps with beauty, there's not a lot of people that rally for us to say that as women of color, here's what we expect, or here's where we gravitate towards color, or here's the culture, or here's why this is, you don't want to do that because that's offensive. Right. And so, you know, even in the beauty world, so I feel like I'm in a very unique position to have that voice. So I'm always listening to my fellow sisters, because when I am in that room and it is just me, I don't take the defense that I'm the only black girl.
Right.
I'm like, no, I'm going to speak up. Here's our expectation. Let's make it happen.
Wow.
Awesome.
Well, that's a great point.
And that's why we appreciate people like the House of Dasha.
Okay.
Which is exactly what
you have on. Gorgeous.
Wow. Well, you guys, stay tuned, because we do have Quiana of House of Dasha showing up next.
have on our show today Miss Quiana Dasha of House of Dasha Boutique. She has pieces for women to look and feel runway ready. Please welcome to our show, Miss Quiana Dasha.
Hi, girl.
Welcome. We're so happy to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here.
Yes.
So the first time I met you was at Leah actually was having an event, and I saw that this lady walk, through the door with one of your dresses, and I was like, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And then one of our friends was like, well, come, let me go introduce you, to them. And I was like, okay. And then you're like, hey, girls, how? You were so friendly. You were so nice. I was like, okay, I like her. There's a boutique, and the dress is beautiful, and I'm coming to buy it.
I think you're talking about Dr. Faith.
Yes.
Yes.
One of our brand ambassadors, and she's flawless. Like every time, anything she wears sells out. So,
Okay. So can you tell us how you started, fashion and?
Yes, many years ago, way back in the dark ages. I started fashion in high school. I used to sew. I actually did my own collection in high school. Just life took me into a different direction. After I started college, I had my daughter when I was my senior year. My senior year. So after I started college, I had to get a job. I couldn't go for my passion, so I ended up in real estate, selling mortgages and long history in real estate before life brought me back to fashion. So I said, hey, if it's my opportunity to do it, I'm going to do it, and I dove in.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
Really wonderful now that you talk about real estate. So I'm a realtor. But I did own a boutique. And fashion is my first love, I should say. And so can you tell me, like, as a boutique owner, what makes you different? There's so much competition out there. What makes you relevant in this industry and market? Tell us how you started.
I'll give you 2 points. For me, I don't pay attention to the competition. I don't follow any other boutique pages. I may peek in now and then or whatever if I know them. I know a couple of friends of mine who have it. But I like to stay focused and focus on my style so that I can deliver it to my audience.
Yes. That's awesome.
And 2, shopping with me, it's just not, you're just not purchasing clothes, you're getting a style session, you're giving your personal touch, you're actually coming in, touching the garment. I have customers that I've shipped to where we do a style session on FaceTime. Well, hey, that's not working for you, send it back. Because the clothes that you wear from the House of Dasha is a part of the House of Dasha brand.
Right.
And I can't have you out there not representing the brand.
Wow. You have established a good brand. I mean, and we have Leah, your ambassador, here with us. And,
gorgeous.
And I was at the Essie fashion show this week, and that was just amazing. I mean, like, she has her own style, and she caters to her own clientele. And but your brand, I mean, and your style is just amazing. And I mean, we love it. I mean, I love it. I love following you a lot.
It's a lot of work that goes into it, and I'm sure you being a boutique owner before knows that.
Oh,
but
yes.
yeah, it's my baby, it's my pride and joy, and I love what I do, and I wouldn't be doing anything else. I did real estate for 13 years.
Wow.
And I'm still a real estate agent licensed in the state of Indiana.
Okay.
But I'm not practicing. They
That's
have to
right.
beg me for that.
Okay.
That's right. You find passion and drive when you do what you love doing.
Yes.
It comes natural. It's not like a forced thing, right?
And the pride that you put into it shows.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, like Sneaky was said, we are in love with everything you carry in your store. Like we will be there.
Yeah, we have a trip coming up. We're gonna come. We're coming in.
We say that we provide, we extend the confidence level that you already have.
Okay.
So any confidence that you have buried inside, it's our job to find it and highlight it and boost it for you.
Start dancing. I've done that many a time. I come in like bad mood. I gotta go to this event, and then she'll put me in it, and you instantly turn real Hollywood.
Okay.
Selfie queen.
Yes.
That'll be us.
Pose.
We cater to all women, small to sizes 3X. So in some cases, I've dealt with 4Xs, maybe 5Xs as well.
Okay.
But we try our best to make you feel comfortable in your own skin, but show you where your beauty starts and begins.
Yes.
That's awesome. So how did you two connect?
She stopped me.
Yes, you did. That is so not true. My husband, thank you. My husband stopped her, but not in that way. We were doing my grand opening, and another friend of ours and my husband was together, and they were looking at the research in Dallas, and Leah's name just kept coming up, and I was ignoring them. I mean, they were like, oh, you have to get with Leah Frazier. I was like, whatever. It just so happened how God aligns us. We're at an event together, and I'm sitting in the back like, if I don't say nothing to her, my husband will kill me. If I do not say nothing to her.
Show them how you did it. Reenact it.
No.
I'm on stage, and so we get done speaking, and I see her off to the side, and I get done talking to somebody, and then she comes up with her card.
It wasn't even a card, y'all.
It was a gift card.
It was a gift card, because I didn't have no card, and I wrote on there, not valid, but you can contact me.
Yeah, it was very like, you need to call me, we need to get together, and that's pretty much
like
it.
I already knew her. And I was like, I don't want to do this, but if I don't do it, I knew walking out that door, my husband was not gonna be happy. And so we met, and I was like, okay, so now you're just gonna be my friend for life. And we just been linked ever since.
Oh, that's amazing. We love the chemistry. That's amazing.
That's so sweet.
So, Quiana, can you let us know where we can find your store at? If you have on Instagram,
we are on Facebook. That's House of the Shea, HOUSEOFDASHA, and The House of the Shea on Instagram, and also www.houseoftheshea.com. And of course, we're located in DeSoto, Texas, 621 Northampton Road, Unit 104.
Awesome. Ladies, go out and visit her. She's
amazing.
I grew up in DeSoto. I'm Wintergreen.
I'm right over there.
Yeah.
Well, can you guys smell something really good?
Yeah,
I do. Okay, well, we need something to accompany.
We do.
This wine,
Yes.
okay? So we're going to transition from fashion to food. So stay tuned, because we're going to meet Chef EA in a second. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. This is so good. Look.
Get together.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef EA, who is here from Dallas. Okay. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey to becoming a chef?
Definitely self-taught. The YouTuber / Google.
Everybody Googles. Everybody.
But yeah, just been cooking my way up. Just I had my first event, and from there got a lot of exposure. And just from there, began becoming a personal chef for a family. Okay. To meal prepper for a few of the Cowboy players as
awesome.
well.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Okay.
So, what inspired this dish today?
Thanksgiving.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
And I had stuff left over my fridge.
Okay. You know what? That's the way to go.
That's resourceful.
That's the best way to go.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, are you going to share this recipe with us?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Okay.
Let me explain what it is.
Yeah, please.
It is a stuffed pork chop with apple sage and bacon.
All right.
And then underneath it is a mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes.
You said the box or real?
Was it? Oh, it was real.
Real? No, I saw them peeling potatoes.
Real mashed potatoes.
And on top is a apple bourbon reduction.
Ooh, bourbon.
Okay.
Say no more. So I saw on your social media that you are engaged to be married.
I am.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
I wanted to know, what did you do as scouting for your chef for the wedding? Like, what kind of criteria did you make them, follow?
Oh man.
Or is it still in the works?
To be honest, It was planted about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Wow.
Then I saw this guy in DC, and ever since I just was like, that's gonna be the guy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yes, and I even met him this past, like earlier part of this year, and yeah, the food is real.
That's amazing.
Well, can you let us know what is your favorite food to make? I mean, I cannot wait. I can't. But it looks so good.
My favorite food, honestly, is it's tough. It's in between shrimp and grits or chicken waffles.
Oh
Yes.
man, chicken and waffles.
Just southern all the way.
Solid.
I love
Yeah, I saw on your website you said you're from Dallas, but your parents are from Atlanta and somewhere
And
else?
St. Louis as well.
Okay, so you have a lot of southern influence in your cooking, right?
Yeah, southern and a Midwestern feel as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, and that's the St. Louis part.
You see, with me, pork chop, mine dries out. Like I
All
can
the
never.
time. How do you keep it?
How do you? Because I can never. Do you have to
What's
keep
the
testing the
secret?
temperature? Put
The
it on.
secrets,
Yeah, it's a secret.
To not
I guess.
drying it out.
they're not drying it out. And it's basically all you have to do is hire me and
That's a good answer.
I love that answer.
Okay.
Well, chef may be hired December, Christmas
I think
dinner.
let's dig in.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
guys
I
wanna try?
can't wait. Let's do it.
Okay.
Here, boo.
There you go.
Okay.
you want to get more towards the stuffing, of course.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Chef, that hits.
Are you
The
kidding me right
spices.
now?
The bourbon.
Oh, I can't get that just yet.
I taste the sage.
Oh my goodness.
Phenomenal.
The spinach.
This is awesome.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, right.
This went down really smooth.
Yeah.
It's a lot of flavors in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, do you pair your food with wines?
I personally don't, but I definitely have I know people who are expertise is in pairings and stuff.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Honestly, that was so good.
Yes.
So good.
So how do people get in touch with you if they'd like to hire you to, because he's not going to spill the secrets.
Thanksgiving.
No, he's not.
So you need to hire him if
Right.
you guys want to taste what we just did.
Yeah.
So how do they get in touch with you?
We're in the age of social media, so Facebook at Smoot's Kitchen, IG is Chef Smoot, and of course I have a website at chefsmoot.com, and you can just always inquire there.
So when you cook for an event, you do the appetizer, salad, main course, dessert. You do it all.
Yes.
Okay.
And of course we even have like a sorbet as well. So before
Oh,
you
okay.
eat it,
Sorbet.
wash your palate and then
That's
bam.
right about my alley.
I think you're hired.
Yeah, we're gonna see you at her
When
event.
he said sorbet, that was it.
Sold it. Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We appreciate you coming. This is absolutely amazing. You guys definitely get in touch with him. We're gonna eat some more.
We're gonna finish all this.
But we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I couldn't.
We're
I
gonna
couldn't. I know.
Well, after this session, I don't know, ladies. We talked about fashion. We talked about the food.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And I want to talk about hot topics right now, okay? Let's talk about some Cardi B and Nicki.
Oh yes.
What are y'all thinking about that?
There's been a long-going feud between Cardi B and Nicki, and recently they have decided to call a truce and squash the beef. So, ladies, tell me, how do you handle conflicts with your frenemies?
That's a
wow.
tough topic. But with me, I'm the type of person, I don't like conflict. So it's either, if I feel like, is this relationship worth it in terms of salvaging a relationship, I will make the effort to resolve, talk about it, talk it through, end it. Even if we're leaving on just like a cordial note where when I see you, it's okay, but we don't have to be like buddy friends. Or if I feel like it's just one of those, like, just let it go. It's not worth my energy, not worth my space. I just honestly let it go.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm a super loyal person. So if I'm a friend, I'm a friend. And then if we have some kind of beef or conflict, oh, let's talk about it. I'm the friend that says, let's unpack unpack this emotion, you know? So I'm somebody who wants to talk it out. Let's deal with it. Let's squash it so that it doesn't come up again.
It gets to that point in life when, you know, you turn 40, like some of us. Okay, it's not even worth it. Okay, because your priorities shift after that. Because when you're in your 20s, you're trying to make girlfriends, and you're trying to date and trying to find somebody. In your 30s, you know, you're trying to move up a bit and have kids and have a husband and hang out with the moms, you know, at the playground, whatever. And then, you know, in all that, there's a lot of chitty chatter, gossip, chitty chatter. But when you turn 40, okay, you start living your life for you, okay? Because a lot of things change. So you know what? After 40, goodbye, Felicia. Bye.
All right now.
Bye, honey.
All I can say is take it to Jesus.
Oh.
That's all I can say. I'm a very non-confrontational person. So yeah.
Take it to Jesus.
Okay.
Take it to Jesus. That's all I can say.
That's all right. Now, you know, as we're speaking of Cardi and Nicki, they have something in common, don't they?
Yes, they do. I can think of one or two.
You can think of a few, right?
Yeah.
Are you talking about butt injections?
Okay, so, but Nicki's butt is not real.
No, it's not.
I mean, she's got
It's
that
not.
too.
We know for sure it's not.
But then somebody was saying earlier, they all look the same.
You see, that's my thing now. I feel like everybody now looks the same. There's no like variety in terms of, like if you go on Instagram, if you look at Instagram models or these influencers or whatever, everybody looks the same. Same face, same lips, same body.
Same purchase.
I'm like, can we have some, what happens to just being you?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not opposed to a little.
No.
And a little. I'm not opposed to that. I think at some point I'm one of those people who's gonna
Oh yes.
get some filling, you know.
Definitely not opposed to it. You know, if you want it, get it. If you can pay for it, get it. It's your preference.
Yes.
As long as what you understand the beauty is within.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm all for it too, but I just feel like there needs to be variety. We're all starting to look the same.
Oh, not me. I don't know.
Well, coming from Africa, I can say I was blessed.
Okay.
By my mama. So mine is not what. It is mine. But yeah, I mean, I think there's so much technology. I mean, doctors are there for a reason. If need be, if you really have to, I mean, hey, go for it. I mean, you only live once, right? What do you think, doctor? What you got to say about that?
Honestly, I'm not opposed to it either. I feel like if you want to do something, if it's going to make you feel good and you're doing it for you, go ahead. But I think the problem comes when you're now doing it for other reasons. If it's not for you, if you're doing it for other people, that's where it gets a little tricky because you're never going to be able to live up to that standard of society's beauty. Because it changes, it shifts.
That's true.
So, I mean, there's that one woman who had like how many surgeries, who now looks like a cat. Like,
oh wow.
Well, I guess she wanted to look like a cat. But there's a lady who wanted to look like Barbie.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that.
And she had so many, and she's trying to emulate this, you know,
non-existent.
Yeah. My thing is like, and also another thing I don't like is people who've been doctored up, who go on Instagram and they pose and they say, you know, they act like, you can get this body by working out, but they're giving like unrealistic expectations. Like that's not how you got that body.
Young girls,
That is
they,
true.
you know, they see that.
Yes.
You know? And my thing right now, I mean, like having girls, I mean, like that's one thing that you have, I mean, it's instilling that confidence in our young girls that you are pretty, you're beautiful,
the way you are.
The way
Just
you
as
are.
you are.
And I think as moms, I mean, we have to start reassuring our children at an early age that they are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
Like they are who they are and they have to own their look.
Yes.
So, I mean, to all the young girls out there, I mean, you are beautiful. I mean, God created you just the way you are, and embrace yourself, head up, chin up, breast out, and walk that runway.
Yes, and if you want to enhance a little bit here and there, do it for you.
For you.
Do it for you. Okay. Well, that's awesome, ladies.
It is awesome.
And this has been an amazing episode. Fashion, food, booty. What's the other one? Cardi. Nicki. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Ndeipi MuDiaspora. We appreciate you and catch us next time. Bye.
Thank you.